Gordon Ramsay has built a reputation as one of the most outspoken and uncompromising figures in the culinary world. Known for his intense standards and no-nonsense approach, he has never shied away from defending his establishments against what he perceives as unfair judgment. One memorable anecdote from his career involves a high-profile encounter where he took decisive action against a guest, even when that guest arrived accompanied by a legendary Hollywood icon. The story centers on a food critic who had previously published a harshly negative review of one of Ramsay's restaurants. The critique stung, as such assessments can significantly impact business and reputation in the competitive fine dining landscape. Months later, the same critic returned, this time bringing along Joan Collins, the glamorous actress renowned for her roles in classic television dramas and her enduring presence in entertainment circles. Collins, with her sophisticated aura and star power, might have been expected to soften any situation, but Ramsay remained steadfast in his principles. Upon recognizing the critic, Ramsay did not hesitate. He approached the table and politely but firmly informed the reviewer that he was not welcome. The message was clear: past harsh words had consequences, and no amount of celebrity company would override that. Collins, caught in the middle as the companion, reacted with understandable frustration and anger at being implicated in the ejection. The moment created an awkward and dramatic scene, one that Ramsay later acknowledged carried a tinge of regret on his part. Despite the initial tension, Ramsay made efforts to smooth things over afterward. He reached out personally to Collins to express his apologies, clarifying that his issue lay solely with the critic and not with her. This gesture highlights a layer of professionalism beneath his fiery exterior. He values respect for true talent and seeks to avoid unnecessary personal conflicts. Collins, a veteran of the industry who has navigated her share of challenging interactions, presumably accepted the explanation, allowing the matter to resolve without lasting animosity. Ramsay has reflected on the incident in various settings, using it to illustrate the pressures restaurant owners face when dealing with critics. He points out the irony of being evaluated by individuals who may lack deep expertise in the craft yet hold significant sway over public perception. In his view, such dynamics can feel unbalanced, especially when personal biases seem to drive overly critical assessments. The presence of a figure like Collins amplified the stakes, as ejecting someone in her company risked greater media attention and potential backlash. This episode also ties into broader themes in Ramsay's career. He has long positioned himself as a protector of quality and integrity in dining. Whether confronting underperforming kitchens on television or standing up to external detractors, he operates from a belief that excellence demands tough choices. The story underscores his willingness to prioritize principle over convenience, even if it means turning away notable guests. In more recent projects, Ramsay has opened up about the personal toll of maintaining such intensity. He has shared glimpses into his private life, contrasting the high-energy public persona with quieter, more vulnerable moments at home. These revelations humanize him, showing that behind the bravado lies a man aware of his flaws and eager to present a fuller picture. The Collins incident, while controversial, fits into this narrative of authenticity. He admits it may not have been the smoothest handling but stands by the reasoning rooted in self-respect and business protection. The anecdote continues to resonate because it captures the intersection of celebrity, criticism, and hospitality. It raises questions about how public figures in creative fields handle judgment, the etiquette of reviewing, and the boundaries between professional critique and personal vendettas. For Ramsay, it serves as a reminder of why he remains vigilant. Success in his industry requires constant defense of standards, even when it leads to uncomfortable confrontations. Ultimately, the story paints Ramsay as unapologetically direct yet capable of reflection and amends. It adds color to his legacy as a chef who refuses to compromise, willing to risk short-term awkwardness for long-term integrity. In an era where reputations can shift rapidly based on public opinion, his approach, bold, principled, and occasionally polarizing, continues to define him.